Welcome to Spirit Medium, Laura Mediumship and Messages. Here you can enjoy healing to happiness with exceptional, evidential and ethical spirit communications. Spirit Medium Laura has been channeling spirit for over 30 years. She is a research medium and has featured as the top 100 psychic in America. Here is Spirit Medium Laura now.
Hi, everybody. This is me, Laura. Welcome to the show. As usual, I'm going to start out with a couple of housekeeping details, and then we'll have our focus subject, which is about you being immortal. And then I will do a group message, and then I will go to the phone lines. That'll take us up to about 15 minutes past the hour. And I usually take Otherside Connections first. I have Kelly, and I also have Esther waiting in the queue for that. So Esther, you will be spoken with. Not to worry. So hang in there, okay, Kelly and Esther. And then I will go to those who are wanting life questions. We have a number of people, and we always get a lot of people to the show. So I do my very best to provide quality without rushing too much, but also try to get to everyone as much as I can. I usually can't get to everyone, so please don't get discouraged. And join the mailing list so that you're kept apprised of each show. I will be going, I will be going away this summer for a little bit of time, so I won't be doing one of the shows, and also will not be doing a show on Memorial Day, but the week of 4th of July I will, because 4th of July is on a Wednesday, and so why shouldn't I do Monday that week? So I've finally decided as I've gotten older, and believe me, I'm pretty old, that I will take time for myself. It used to be I do this show, rain or shine, holiday or not, and I was getting burnt out. Anyway, so housekeeping. There is a website for the show, and you can watch the show live. That's me in front of a camera, and that goes up on YouTube. And just go to spiritmediumtv.com and you can watch the show live. You can also make a donation to allow you to jump to the top of the queue, which, we have a fairly busy queue this evening, but I probably cannot get to everyone this evening. But if you do make a donation, and I don't notice it because once I go in the show, it's kind of hard for me to see that, I will contact you after the show. So not to worry, you can either get a refund on that donation, which is only $8 and goes towards a charity to help animals, or I will actually do a mini reading for you just right after the show if I don't notice it until after the show. So we got the donations, I call that the 8 no wait, and you can make the donation at spiritmediumtv.com, and there you also spiritmediumtv.com. You can also learn about how to get a discount on a private session with me. I don't have a cool name for that one, but just suffice it to say that when you're booking your appointment at booklaura.com, that's booklaura.com, if you place in the event code field the words radio show, you will obtain a third more time free than that for which you paid. So if you paid for 30 minutes, a third of that is 10 minutes. You will get that appended to your session automatically. That comes out to be a 25% discount, so it's a pretty good discount. Okay. But I do have sessions that start at 15 minutes. So just keep that in mind. And I try to be as helpful as possible. This is part of my service to God, to Spirit. We all have our gifts. As a matter of fact, next week I'll be talking a bit more, not focusing in on gifts, but next week I'll be talking about inner peace and how to obtain peace. And part of that is learning what your dharma is, learning what you've come to earth to do. But this evening, rather, I will focus in on immortality. And I have an article on my website. You can go to my website by going to spiritmediumtv.com That's a page on my website, or spiritmediumlaura.com. If you're listening to the show at a future point in time, this article will be found by clicking on the magnifying glass at the top of the website and just simply put in immortal, and you should find this article. Another key phrase is mediumship proof of the afterlife. So I'm going to go to that article right now, and I'm going to talk a little bit about a session I had probably about 2 weeks ago. And, every now and then you get a session that just, it's different. That's a nice way of saying it, knocked my socks off. I was doing the research mediumship. I am working with voices across the veil, and they're doing their research on the afterlife. And they use me as one of their mediums, which is great. And they're great people to work with. And if you do want to be part of their research, just go Google Voices Across the Veil, or go into this article, Mediumship Proof of the Afterlife, and you'll see a link in the article to Voices Across the Veil. Now, I was told by the researcher, PhD in psychology, that this session, even though he only had one subject, one sitter, was going to be very special, and he wasn't going to cancel it even though there was only one sitter. And I didn't know why. Anyway, showed up at the appointed time, and I delivered a couple of souls that the sitter verified that she knew who they were. I thought I was done. So I asked the sitter, is there anything else I could do for you? Meaning, answer some questions about what I just did. And she said, yes. She said, do you see any adolescents in spirit? I was like, huh? Okay. I don't know. So I had mentioned that I did see a male to her earlier, but she didn't recognize that. I guess she thought I meant a relative, but I just give what I get. So I saw a male around her, and that was younger than her. I thought maybe it was a son. She said no. So we moved on to other relatives or other people. But anyway, now she's asking me for an adolescent. So, I don't know if any of you know this, probably some of you do, because, a lot of people that are attracted to this kind of work and this kind of a radio show know that mediumship can be a little difficult. And I had sort of delivered everything I thought was there. But there is an interesting technique that Spirit has taught me. And I'll call it leaving a space for Spirit to speak. And it's sort of like a meditative space that I go into, just a neutral place. And I don't try to pull in anyone. I just sit there observing. And during that time, while I was observing, in front of me starts to form the shadow of a person, a young person. And this person, this male, is a boy, said to me, we died in a fire. There was fire all around us. I brought the other children with me into a room, and we huddled on the floor together. He said, but we were overcome with smoke, and we didn't survive. So I started to ask the sitter a couple of questions, and apparently she did recognize what this was all about. I'm not quite sure what happened or why we all felt the same way, but as the information continued to be delivered and verified, delivered from the soul and spirit, this young male, and the sitter, I swear it felt like a cold chill went through the room, or that I was watching The Ghost Whisperer, that TV show some of you might have heard of in the past. It just felt like we entered this very sacred space, very, very different. And I continued with this soul. He shows me he's a young male. He shows me that he's African American. The sitter was white, so this is no conjecture on my part. Everything was very unique and not in any way my creating or supposing or anything like that. Anyway, she verified that she knew who this was, and that he said that she, the sitter, was with his mother when this happened. And she said, yes, that's correct. Anyway, after all this was delivered, and he sat there, I don't know why, but all three of us, the researcher, myself, and the sitter, that's the woman I was working with, we all felt like time stopped. We all felt like something was happening that was different. And my whole face went red. I almost cried, but I wasn't sad. I was just mesmerized and knew I was witnessing something extremely special. And so after we continued the verification process and I understood then what was going on, I learned that this particular young boy had been killed in a fire. His mother lost all her children that he tried to protect when he was alone in the house. And the feeling behind that of a mother losing all her children and going to this grief counselor, as the sitter revealed she was, sort of overwhelmed all of us. It was to see the survival of life after tragedy like that was very, very poignant and touching. And he explained that after the fire, he and the other children were lost. They didn't know where to go. And then finally, of course, his idea of time would no longer be relevant for Earth time, but after a long while, it felt the tunnel of light opened and they were able to go in and they were taken in. And he said they're now being cared for in the spirit realm and they're safe. So if you ever wonder about all this, it's game or it's fun or it's intriguing, but then you go back to your day-to-day life and you say, yeah, it was fun, it was interesting, but maybe it's not real. Well, stay tuned because things happen that will show you it's real. And in this particular case, we shifted, quite a bit. And, you may say to yourself, well, Laura, you do this all the time. You should know this is real. I mean, you claim to be a medium. Well, that's not my point. My point is at times we lose belief, even a medium. We get caught up in our day-to-day illusory world of three-dimensional life. And every now and then, spirit comes in and knocks us aside the head. Something happens, and we get that connection again. Okay, so what we're going to do now is a group message. And if you would all just sit back in your respective locations, Kelly and Esther especially, and everybody else, and uncross your arms and legs, go into an open body position, and start to breathe from your abdomen, breathing in deeply. And exhaling, allowing spirit to come in, focusing in on what you want today. If you're wanting another side connection, ask that your other side people come in this evening, those that you want to hear from the spirit realm. Breathing in deeply and exhaling in open body position. If you are wanting a life question, you have a life question tonight, please ask and focus on that. Ask Spirit now, God now, that you have your answers. And while you do that, I will go do a prayer silently. I'll be back in a second. And now, on your next exhale of breath, if you would please release into your space your energy, I will connect us. One moment, please. Give me a moment and I will make a connection for a group message. We are here. We are those that help you. We work with you. We are the angels of love and light. We are not diminished because time has separated us. We are stronger still than you realize. We are a part of each of you, for your souls are connected to us. We send you all goodwill and hope that you each follow your own path of dignified expression. Each of you has come to Earth with specific reason to express yourself in service to others. This is what you're on Earth to do. Ask yourself on a daily basis, am I fulfilling my purpose? And listen for the answer. It will come easily to you. It will be easy for you to understand if you are on point for your service or not by how you feel about your life and what you are doing. Those who are more conscious will know they are on their path. Those that are still awakening will still ask. But once you know, you will never be the same again. Once you understand and accept your purpose, you will never be unhappy again. For happiness lies in knowing who you are and expressing that in a constructive way on Earth. This is called evolution, and you are all in this space where it can occur. Namaste. Oh, okay, that's nice. Okay, I'm going to go to Kelly, who's the first person waiting for an Otherside connection. Hey, Kelly. Hi, honey. Hi, sweetie. Can you hear me? Good. All right. Now, Kelly did make a request, and I have to say to you, Kelly, because you probably are, maybe you're not aware, but Spirit doesn't work that way. In other words, you're asking me for specific people, and Spirit is supposed to present to us. All right. Because they're the ones that really, the strongest souls come in. So it's going to be a discovery. Probably that is who you will get, who you've requested. Because you sound rather young. And I want to also mention that I did feel a female energy to you after you said that it did feel mothering in nature. So let me go to that. Okay, there is a grandmother, a mother figure for you here. Maybe your mother is in spirit as well, but there is a mother figure. So I just want you to be broad about it right now. I also have this sense of something to do with the country and or log cabins or the woods. Do you live in any area like that, honey? Or the people that you've requested, would that have any relevance to you? Log cabins, woods, country? Kelly?
No.
Okay. Well, I do feel a female to you. And she does feel mothering in energy. So let's see if I can develop that, love. She does show me that under her, she did have a child. And that would be a male to her. So it'll be more on the father side of your family, probably, but that's not yet set in stone. So just bear with me, honey. There's also a sense of a heart attack. And if it's not the female, then it could be the male. I just hear that. I have no connection to it right now, why I'm hearing that, love. And I see this younger male. Now, the younger male could also be your child. I don't know who it is just yet, love. So I'm just going to leave that alone until I can get a firm connection with somebody through your verification. So right now, it may seem a little bit disjointed, Kelly, what I'm saying. So just bear with me, okay? Okay, I need you to answer me when I ask you questions, sweetie, so I know where I'm at, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, love. Okay. So does anybody live in the Pacific Northwest of the family? I keep feeling that around you. Pacific Northwest of the United States.
Not that I know of.
Okay, I don't know why I keep getting that around you. Maybe I'm overshadowing it with somebody else I once knew. All right, hold on. Okay, so I do see a female before me, so let's just leave the other stuff that you have not been able to verify on the side. It doesn't mean it's not valid. It may fit in later on, so we just leave it alone. So I do see a female here. She's kind of cute. Looks like an older woman. She has... it looks like the hair is on the curlier side. It's layered. She's got lively eyes, a straight nose. She's got a bit of circles or darkness around the eyes, straight nose, and her hair is looks like it's either permed or just has some natural wave to it. Looks like it's brown with some white and gray in it. And she looks very happy. She's a mesomorph in body type. In other words, not really skinny, not really heavy. She also shows me that she's very lively. Okay, I already said that before, but I feel that she might like to dance, or she just likes to move around a lot. Very, very lively. And also something about the color blue that goes with her, like she's wearing. She keeps showing me the color blue as if she might have liked it, or blue might have some significance in some way, light blue, actually. And I know that's not a lot for you to verify, love. So I'm going to continue, honey, and see what else I can get for you. She's very intelligent. She says good looking like you and intelligent like you. She's very creative when she's on Earth, and she likes to work with her hands. And she uses the word glazing as her passion. So I have no idea what that means. It could mean a lot of things. Now, from what I'm saying, honey, would this have any relevance to you whatsoever? Would you know anything about this person?
Could be an aunt, like my grandfather's sister.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's interesting. Did she like to dance, this aunt you're thinking of?
Yeah, she was very lively and outgoing.
Okay. Now, you see how this all works is different than I would have, we're trying to get you who you want, but a stronger communicator in the spirit realm comes in first. Now that we've said that, we see the brown hair was the original color. It wasn't a very dark brown. It looks like it gets whiter towards the end of her life. It looks like she does have a son, and she gives birth. Son's not in spirit, son's on earth right now. But that would mean that you'd have, under her, there'd be a son. Would you understand that, please, for this particular person?
Yeah.
Okay. And would you understand? Oh, now she's showing me her body more. She was actually, she had a big bosom. She had a slender body. And she goes on again to say she's quite a good looking woman in her day. And she says, you happen to resemble her quite a bit from the structure of your face. She says, however, your nose is a bit different than her nose. She does show me her face. It looks like what we'd call a heart-shaped face, a little wider in the forehead area, but it goes like down to a little bit more of a pointedness, which doesn't have a square jawline. She has more to oval to a little bit of point. Would you know that for her, please?
Yes.
All right. Now, I'm going to only develop her this evening, love, because I have other people waiting, and she's the strongest energy. But I'm sure there's a reason for her to be here, because Spirit does not bring in souls idly without any reason. So I'm going to get one or two more details, facts, and then I'm going to go to personal message, and I'm going to have to let you go. I hear a dog there. You have a beautiful animal with you?
Yeah.
Oh, give him a hug and a kiss for me. All right. Mm-hmm. Your grandaunt is saying, she liked dogs a lot. You, Kelly, she loves dog. She says, okay, very much like me, Kelly, in temperament, the way you take care of yourself, your outlook on life. She says, you got all of that from our side of the family. Okay. From our side of the family. She also says that something about your father's side of the family is very important. Now this may be debatable. You may not agree with this. So I just want to precurse that statement because it's subjective. But she says somehow your father's side of the family took care of you when you were young, more so than your mother's side of the family. Would that have any significance to you, please? Kelly.
My father is the only one from his family in this country.
Oh, well, okay. Well, then your father's side of the family did take care of you then, more so than your mother's side, or you're just saying they didn't, but he did, right? You're a little confused.
Not really.
Okay.
He was more like a grandfather than a father to me.
Okay, all right. So did you want to say hello to your grandparents that you've never came over from Europe? Is that what you're saying, love?
I didn't know them, so I didn't know if they were around or not.
Okay. Well, I think what she was trying to say is your father's the only one that came to the States. That was a backward way of saying that there's a separation between Well, that your father's around growing when you're growing up, but they're not. Okay, I'm just going to twist that around a little bit for you. It came out a little backwards. I just want to bring in one or two more.
Okay.
Yeah, one or two more, some significance about your father. Okay. Your father. Oh, that's nice. You should tell me your father's good looking. Well, that's nice. We want you all. We want you all to know that you're a very special child to us. She says, we always wanted to meet you also, and you've never been forgotten by us. We always think of you. We've always thought of you, and we always wanted to know more about you. Please ask all of us, including your grandparents, to come through during the night when you sleep. You will get more information from us and know more about your heritage and the life that we had that you don't know anything about. Trying to get something else. Kelly. Are you married, Kelly, honey? Saying something about your mother-in-law.
No, I'm not married. I never have been.
All right. I don't know what that
I would like to be.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, okay. Well, they said, now again, I'm getting the connection is not as strong as I would like, even for the one that's coming through. But she says something about your mother-in-law is here with us. So maybe your future husband's mother-in-law is there. I don't know. But we'll keep, let me see what they want to, do you want to illuminate us on this? I'm asking them. Does this mean anything? Because she's never been married. She'd like to be. Well, yeah, we're trying to tell you that you would get married. Okay, so the message is you would get married eventually, and don't lose sight of your goals. She says it doesn't take that long from now to realize your goals. So she's giving you hope in terms of the marriage thing.
Yes.
All right, don't give up.
Thank you.
Keep
Thank
chugging.
you.
Yeah, keep chugging away, and they all love you very much and praying for you. Okay, honey.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate it. Bye-bye. Okay, now I'm going to go to Esther. And Esther's been waiting very patiently for me.
I'm here waiting. This is Esther.
Yes, Esther, I know. Hello.
I want to make sure you hear me this time.
I do, honey. I know. We had a little glitch, everybody, last week or the week before. I couldn't hear her, and she just, she froze, I guess. I don't know. But let's try to pull in somebody for you, okay, Esther? Now, as you might have heard, sure. I don't know if you were listening or not, but I can't control who comes in, okay? Several different souls might want to come in. You might want several different souls. I do feel, however, there is a mother to you in spirit. Now, I'm going to see who else is there, and then I will give a choice to choose. I have to make sure the energy is there first. Well, there is a mother figure. There's nobody else showing up. Who else wants to show up for Esther? Esther, just be still, okay, honey? Don't get nervous. I'm trying to find energy there. I'm going to be silent for a moment.
Sure.
Okay, thanks, love. Very, very focused. Okay. The reason I'm doing this is I have a funny feeling that you might want to be somebody, but the only soul that is showing up is your mother. Okay, your mother. Now, I don't know if you want to speak with your mother or not. I'm not giving you a choice really, other than to say that's all I can get right now. May I proceed with developing that particular Esther?
Yes.
All right.
Please.
All right, love. She's a very, I think, hold on, let me just double check something here. Your mother's a very kind person, she says. Now, I just got a feeling that I also got a mixed message from her. But what I'm hearing from her now is I was a very, very kind person when I was on Earth. She says, you, Esther, didn't listen to her wit when you were young. She says you did your own thing, went about your business your own way. You were always very independent of her. Not that she's complaining, she's just observing that that's the kind of person you are. You're very independent of people, and she loves you, loves you, loves you so much. She likes the fact that you think for yourself, and Now we're going back to you when you were younger, Esther. You know what I mean? She's going into all of that. She loves you very much. You had a mind of your own and you're highly intelligent. And she says you're very much like her in many ways. She does say that she was a kind person. Would you agree Mom was kind, please? Esther, I need you to give me a yes or no, or maybe.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I'm asking you a question, honey. Would you agree that your mother was kind when she was on Earth, please?
Yes.
All right.
Very,
All
very.
All right, good. She does say that she was strict. She was a very strict disciplinarian. But she also says underneath that you understood her well. She says you and she got along pretty well. Would you agree with that, please, Esther?
Yes.
All right, you got along well. But would you agree that she was a strict disciplinarian? Yes or no, please? Or maybe.
I'm not too sure about that.
All right, that's fine, love. Now, she did flash me a picture, and I see a woman before me. I don't see her in her older years. I see her in her younger years because that's what she prefers to show me right now. Or this is, okay, let me say it a different way. I don't know who this is. Hopefully it is for your mother, but maybe it's some other message. But I see a woman who is white, beautiful complexion, like a creamy kind of complexion, an oval face, and she has brown hair and it's got some wave to it. She's quite beautiful looking. Looks like a cameo, like very, very beautiful. So this either means your mother was quite beautiful, or she's just showing me the picture of somebody who's quite beautiful. Let me see what she wants to say, Esther, and then we'll come back to you. Mom, who is this, please? She says, okay, she says, you're a looker just like me. So you're a beautiful woman, Esther, and she's very similar to you. Both of you are beautiful. So she's showing me what you looked like, which is very similar to what Mom looked like. Now, would you agree Mom had brown hair, please? All right. And she liked to wear it longer when she was younger. Is that correct, please?
Sure.
Okay, well, maybe you'll find a picture. I actually see a picture of her right now when she's younger. And she's got her hair in beautiful waves and curls, and she's got these beautiful lips there. She looks a little bit to me, believe it or not, like Elizabeth Taylor, but with long, dark hair. Okay, would you agree that Mom had some similarity to that?
Okay.
All right, thank you. I'm going to give you one or two more things that will be a little more, well, she showed me now older, okay, older time. Oh, wow, she's giving me a really clear picture. So I see a woman before me. I'm assuming it's your mother, but we have to always be very, very literal and, not assume anything. I always give you exactly what I'm getting. So I see an older woman now, and I'm assuming it's Mom, but maybe it isn't. And she has her hair neatly combed. It goes a little bit longer than under the ears, and she's got a little page boy there going on with a little bit of a bang. She's older, okay? The hair is white or gray. She's got a little bit of lipstick on. She's got a nice nose. It's not pointed at the edge. It's more soft. The nose is straight. And it's got fleshiness around the tip and the nostrils. She's got intelligent eyes. There's a little bit of sagging skin above the eyes and under the eyes, but she is a little bit older. She is very slender. Now, would that sound anything like your mother from what I'm saying, please, as she got older? Can you recognize that? I know it's hard to recognize, but would you recognize? Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
She also shows me that she likes books a lot. She likes to read, or she likes to study. She likes to know things when she's on Earth. She says, you are very much like her. We both were readers, or we both like to read. Would you agree with that, please?
Yes.
All right. And she says, you are very similar to her, have a very calm personality and highly gifted. You're very highly gifted, she says, and also very intuitive. She says, you follow your heart a lot in everything you've done your lifetime, Esther, and you've done beautifully for yourself. I'm so very, very proud of you. No need to confirm that, but let me just see if I can get something. I see slender on her body, very slender. I'm looking for one or two more things, and we'll go to personal message after that. Hold on one second, please. She loves you so much, Esther. She says the first time she held you in her arms when you were born, she cried. She was so happy to have you. Okay, Mom, that's beautiful. I want to see how you pass, Mom, if you could show me. Don't say anything, Esther. I'm talking to your mom. I keep getting something under the chin and also in the clavicle area. What this means, usually in these areas, we have lymph nodes. She's not telling me this exactly, though. I need to figure it out. Mom, do you want to illuminate me, please? She's also giving me the word rose or the name Rose. Could mean something. There's a lot of pain in her passing. It's not an easy passing. Takes a long while for her to leave Earth. It's a slow diminishment of power and strength. She goes slowly over time. She says it's not easy because it's slow, but she doesn't suffer. She's not complaining. She says you did take care of her for a while, but then it was too much for you. That means something. Okay, hold on. Mom, you trying to tell us something? I believe that she would have had to have care towards the end of her life, and you couldn't do it all on your own, Esther. That she might have been in a facility or some other people were helping to care for her. Would you know that, please? Yes or no? Or maybe?
Yes.
All right. She says you loved taking care of her, but it was too much for you towards the end. And she says she was okay with that decision you made for her. She says, don't ever feel badly about that. She says she loved it in the place that she was towards the end of her life, and she did receive the best care possible. You always made sure of that. I see her around the neck area, and mostly the neck. Somehow I see her choking or not able to breathe. And for some reason, she keeps taking me under the chin, around the ears, and that's like paining me. I don't know what that means, but certainly not able to breathe. She's not showing me how she diminishes and transitions exactly. I'm going to see one more time if I can get the exact way, Esther. Hold on. She just fades away. So I would say what she's showing me, it looks to me like she transitions because she's of old age. Do you agree with that, please?
Yes.
Wow. You're lucky you have longevity in your family. Wow. Okay. So she loves you very much. She says, thanks for taking care of me towards the end. She says, I know I was a burden on you, and it was really too much after a while. She says, I lingered longer than I should have. She said, she laughs a little bit. She says, you know what I mean. She gives you a wink and a hug and a kiss. She says, take care of the little ones for me, that meaning your own children and everybody else in the family. I believe you have a sister, correct? And she says, give your sister my love. Would you know that, please? Okay, give your sister my love and everybody else in the family. I love you all dearly, and I'm still around. She says, so everybody be good because I'm watching you all. That's like a little joke. Okay, Esther, I want to thank you. Thank you, honey, for allowing me to service, and I hope this was helpful to you.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you, sweetheart. God bless. Bye-bye. Okay. All right. Now we're going to go to the phone lines and do live questions. We're going to Keisha, who's been waiting a very long amount of time. Hey, Keisha, go ahead and ask your question, love.
Hi, Laura. I just wanted to know about my job search. I had got a job, and it was like I worked with this lady, and she was like a maniac. I left that. So I left that position. So I'm wanting to know what's going on. Do I have any blocks, to receiving it, or is something going on?
All right, let's see. Well, the first thing I feel is that just these things happen. And it's not easy sometimes to just navigate life. So let me go to a detail. Hold on. Keisha, jobs, problem with her, block, energy block. You expect, okay, the message is you expect too much from yourself. You're asking for a lot. You're asking for a lot from yourself. including everything always to go smoothly. When you have defeat, it's time to let go. And that's the only thing to know at this point and juncture. We, as your guides, were trying to say the lesson is in learning how to accept vicissitudes, challenges, and negativity as part of the upward spiral of evolution. Don't think that it means anything deep for you other than back to the board to find. And the other message in this is keep looking for something you really like instead of something that seems practical. And this is a message that I have given you a couple of times before. So it's being stated, and that was not the right place. And it wasn't really a place that you could make your home for a long while. And you knew that. You knew that. Right? You were compromising. And that's okay. It's okay to compromise. It's admirable to compromise. You're a good girl to compromise, especially since you are a perfectionist and you ask a lot of yourself.
Well, I needed something. I figured something was better than nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, I get the feeling around you, and I always get this feeling is that you should look for something in the entertainment. I know New York's not an entertainment mecca or capital, but something to do with media, communications, entertainment, and it would be law, obviously, related to that. And it also could be interpreted a second way as just very glamorous. But I always feel that media, entertainment, and arts is right around you, and that's where you're going to make your mark.
I mean, I would love to get in that industry. I mean, I don't know how to get into it, but I would love that too.
Yeah, all right. Well, just, don't do it now. Next week I'm going to be talking, I'm just going to foreshadow a thought for you. And it's all about being peaceful. When we learn how to not fight things, sort of just like let go, let God. And the way to do that is to know, again, we go back to that word, that everything is on its way to you. And all you need to do is relax. You just do what you need to do. So tomorrow or even tonight, spend time queuing up some new jobs and just go. Eventually you will find exactly what you're looking for, but be more definite in the description of that. Do not worry nor force it, just simply go forward. You will find that the job is waiting for you. And the message is namaste. Now that was, the channel message for you is, no, it's waiting for you. Imagine that there's a conveyor belt and you're on it and everything's coming towards you. And just be a little more specific, but not controlling. Don't keep thinking I have to go for any old thing. Try to get more of what you want, the essence of what you want defined, and then try to look for that. Don't think it's impossible. Just get a little bit of energy. Let's see where it leads you. Okay, darling?
Yeah, thank you, Laura. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. God bless. Bye-bye. Okay, I had a number 3 on the switchboard, but I'm going to go to Jennifer because the third person disappeared. Jennifer, yes, what can Spirit do for you this evening?
Hi, thank you. I was just looking for some advice about this year, what I can look forward to, maybe if there's going to be a job change, what I should prepare for, and maybe if we're going to be moving in a few years.
Oh, you're my Jennifer. You're a Jennifer that I've worked with a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I recognize your voice, sweetheart. Okay, let's see what's there for you, darling. Jennifer, and I use your area code for vibration, 724. Jennifer, 724. I just want to see what Spirit wants to say. Well, we know that. There's a lot of uncertainty in the home right now. Feels like you're trying to put the cart before the horse. You need to let go of a situation that keeps haunting you and exacerbates. The more you resist, it gets worse. The more you resist, it gets worse. It's like a noose around your neck. You really need now to look or to reach out on your own. Now, this is a similar, I know we've had sessions like this, but I'm just adding in that everything always comes to the same thing, which is for you, is to keep as independent as you can be about what you should be doing, and then go ahead and do it. It doesn't mean that you try to change anything. It just means focus on yourself. Remember we talked about that once before? Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. So that your message is coming back in like that is to focus in on what you need. And I'm going to give you more information about that in a moment. Focus in more on what you need and what you want. Don't allow others to tell you what to do. Never listen to them, for they're not you. Obviously, listen to them because they need to express themselves, but never confuse their message with your truth. You are very smart. You are highly intelligent. You need to let go of something now before the new thing can come in. The new thing is truly on your path and what you truly want. We have spoken to you about this before, and you know exactly what we're talking about. So the new thing of what you really want is there, but you have to have faith and let go of something before it can come in. Now, I know we have spoken about you as a writer, and it doesn't mean you have to run off and, sit on a mountaintop and write a book or anything, but it can be used in many different ways, right? It could even be used in employment and a job, if you need a job, but don't ignore your writing and your skills. Keep going in that direction. That's what you really want. And the other stuff is just holding you back. Do not be fearful. Move forward. Let go of the past. Move forward. So you're being told to do something. And I know that may sound a little strange, Jennifer, since you called me asking me what's coming up for you. But what's coming up for you has a lot to do with what you do. Okay? And this is so often the case with most human beings. Very rarely is something just going to happen. It's always our growth. We're always putting our soul actually literally creates opportunities for growth. And we're always in this situation, either moving forward and evolving or staying stuck. So if you're asking me if I'm going to tell you if you're going to stay stuck or not, I can do that. But I don't want to limit you. Let me just look at that for a moment. Will Jennifer stay where she is? Will she not make the move forward? Yes or no, please. You do have the wherewithal, the money, and the resources to move forward. And the end, it's more on your own. So I'm telling you, it looks like you're probably going to move forward and make some changes. I hope that doesn't frighten you.
Does that mean? No, I'm ready for a change. Does that mean that I'm going to change a job or?
Well, it looks to me like it could even affect your home life, although I'm not going to tell you that. But I do feel that you are going to make the change that you're wanting to make, that you already know what that is. And it's up to you to do it. And I'm being told that you will do it. Now, it's kind of funny. I mean, think of the logic of this. Why should somebody tell you what you're going to do? The Spirit is telling me that you're very courageous. You have a lot of guts and you're ready for a change. You're ready to make a change. And that probably you will be making that change. Everything's pointing in that direction. It is new work. And it's a calmer work, a work that you're going to feel more in sync with and that you would like much more. I don't want to go into home life right now. Do they want me to go into home life? Well, that's all right now. You're okay with your home life. There's stability in the home. So it looks like it's work. It looks like you will make a change. And don't give your power away to a psychic. Okay? It's not up to the psychic to tell you. All right, love?
Yeah.
All right, honey. Thank you so much, love. Bye-bye. Bye, honey.
Thank you.
Okay, now why don't you say something? It's so cool that happened. Thank you, Jennifer, for giving me this chance. But, the days of psychics predicting things, I think that most people are evolving and they're looking for inspiration. They're looking to see what they need to do. They're looking to see into their heart. And that's where I come in. I don't come in to tell you what you're going to do, because that is really up to you. That's the whole point of being alive, is to make decisions and choices and juicy excitement and adventure and change and risk and all that. I help you navigate that river, that whitewater raft called life. So always keep that in mind. There are psychics that will do that. I never liked that. My mother was a psychic, and she used to try to read my tarot cards and tell me what was going to happen. I always used to rebel a little bit. So I guess it's just me. Okay. Moving on to Karen, my friend Karen. Karen, hi. I can't hear you.
Hello. How are you, Laura? Thank you for taking my call.
Oh, good. I'm glad I can hear you now. Because before there was some weird noise. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, that's all right, love. Go ahead, honey. Give me your question, love.
Okay. My question is, I went to a job interview today, and there seemed to be a great job interview, but it was just part-time. But I am looking for another job that I applied for to come in by the end of the month and move at the same time. Do you see this as a possibility?
So you're asking me if the job you want will come in at the end of the month. Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Because the job I interviewed for today, I like it, but it's only seasonal and part-time. Or do you think it'll be more? I don't know.
All right. Well, you may.
But I'm thinking there's another one.
All right. I wouldn't, I mean, I'm not psychic right now, but there's just, what if the psychic is wrong, says it's coming in, you don't take this one, you know what I mean? You might want to just take the seasonal one.
Ma'am.
Yeah. Just for, cover your bases kind of thing. But let me look at the other one. Give me 2 or 3 letters that symbolize the other job so I could just hone in on it, please.
The initials are CB.
Okay. Will CB come
Maybe
in?
I should say NFL. Yeah.
CB. I'll just use CB. Hold on. It's whatever you call it, and that's fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Will CB come through? Yes or no? Not at this time. But it will come in later in the, looks like August to September. So it will be delayed. And so the bestest thing to do is to take what's in front of you and keep looking. And I just have a feeling that you may find something better than the one you want as you continue to look. And the one that you want,
okay.
The one that you want is going to become, it's like, I see it like disappearing and being swallowed up as if it's just not the right one for you anyway. So don't get I think one of the things you're learning right now, or you have been learning, at least it comes up a lot in the readings we do together, is that you fixate. I never said this to you before, but it seems to be presented today, is that you fixate. And what happens is you're learning now how to flow. So don't fixate, just flow. And that's what your soul is teaching you right now, is how to let go constantly. Okay, I think that was a good one. So I shouldn't take this one. Then you get into that fear space. So take what's in front of you, and just go with the flow. And that's what you're learning. Going with the flow is how we move. It's a spiritual evolution lesson. It's the lesson, really, of moving from fear, which is, oh, there's not enough. I won't have enough. I won't have a job. To, there is enough. There's always going to be enough. Always going to be employed. I'm always going to have enough. So then you flow. And with flow, it's good vacation as well. When we flow, things come to us easier. It's part of that being in peace, that inner peace space. So, the lesson and the energies around you is to teach you how to flow and let go and not worry. Take what's in front of you and continue. Also, Spirit is telling you right now to, part of this is an opportunity to keep redefining what you want, making it as juicy and desirable to yourself as possible. Because you're taking doesn't mean you're letting go of what you want. It means you learn how to make do until what you exactly want comes in. So that message stays. The job is not going to come at the end of the month. It looks like it would probably come anywhere from September to October. By then you'd be involved with something else that would be a lot better for you anyway. And I'm going to give you an affirmation.
Okay.
I'm going to give you an affirmation that might help a little bit with this which is, I am always in the flow of abundance, and what I love comes to me.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Will I still get to move at the end of the month, though?
Oh,
In a house, because I have to move.
now let me see about that, love. Will she move at the end of the month? So no. Well, I guess you're moving, you want to be close to the job. Where the job is would have a lot to do with you moving, love? Is that what I'm a little confused.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Well, I don't think so. Let me just
But the job is close to it's so funny. The house is close to the job. Like 5 minutes from the job.
I see. So that's why you were so fixated on it, because you want to be, you want to make a permanent move. Well, it's really important for you to be near your work. I would suggest you don't move right now, because the message is already, but this is the message. Let me complete it then. That by September, October, you will be in a work that you really do like. Much better than that job would have been anyway, the one at the end of this month. And that you just get all your P's and Q's in place before you make the move. So hold off on the move and continue looking for something that's more permanent. Once you get it, then you can move. All right? I hope that makes sense.
Perfect. Yes, ma'am.
All right, honey. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Laura. God bless you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, honey. Bye-bye. Oh, life is so difficult, isn't it? Okay, I'm now going to go to the person who appears to be waiting longest in the queue, and that would be 352 area code. Who am I speaking with? Hi there.
Hi, Laura. How are you?
I'm good, and who are you?
This is Cindy. Thank you so very much for taking my call.
Absolutely. Betty, right? Did I get that right? Betty?
Cindy?
Cindy. Okay, got it, love.
Yep.
All right.
Sorry, I had my Bluetooth on. I took it off so you could hear me clear.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and give me a question, Cindy.
Can you see what's going on behind the scenes of when this court situation is going to be over and settled, or is it going to settle before it actually goes to court, or how long are they going to drag it out with my employment wages that are owed to me?
All right, hold on for a second. Yeah, it's going to be settled. It looks like in the near future. It was not going to take that long. I'm getting a 4, number 4. I would say more in the month. Let me see, 4 months. And I have a feeling you're going to say, oh, I don't want to wait that long. But let me just double check, honey. Okay.
All right.
Hold on. It's going to take a couple of months to get everything done. You need to wait in the category of months, not weeks. And be grateful it's not years. But within 2 to 4 months, everything's going to be finished. You will be able to get on with new things and new work.
90 seconds.
I have an impression here, or Spirit is giving me the impression that until this is settled, you really cannot move on somehow or some way. It's like as if you can't find new work. You're in limbo. And so what we really need to do, if we can, in such a short amount of time, because it's at the end of the show, is see if we can come up with a plan of what to do in the interim. I think you need to not show making money. So I would suggest if there's any way for you to get a position that is off the books, that would have, it looks to me like your prior position had to do with education, or you were in a position which required education, but a very professional position. But it looks to me like you probably could find a position that's off the books. It looks like it's in some kind of a business. It's owned by your friends, or you know somebody that has a business. It looks like it's dealing with the public, and it could be in a retail establishment, but there's somehow people are buying. It's below your stature in terms of education, but it's something to keep you going until this is finally fixed. I hear something about disability and or damages or health issues are behind this, and that's why you need to show that you're not working. So does that make sense to you, honey?
Yeah, I don't know who is the friend with the other business, or nothing's opened up yet. But yeah, I was hoping this would come and be resolved quicker. It's been going on for a long time already.
Yeah, I just so what you need to do is find something that will not show that you're working, because it does look like it is going to come to closure within 2 to 4 months, and then you'll be able to get started again on something new. So until then, I know you're kind of in limbo, but you do need to pay your bills. But don't be despair.
Okay.
Don't be despondent. There is something there. So check around with people you know. It feels whatever this place of business is, it's just more of a casual place to work. It's going to be like a little bit fun even, and that it's not, then after that's done, off the books position, then you'll be able to move, this thing will be settled. You'll have a little bit of money coming in until then, and then you'll be able to move on with your life. Not to worry though, everything is going to work out. So that's the most important thing.
Okay.
All right, love?
All right.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you, honey. God bless. Bye-bye. Okay, I want to say goodbye to everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. I look forward to working with you again next Monday. Namaste.
Using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.